This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and in the power of his might. Call Hulayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakat Kwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and the power of his might. And the main thing that we want to take out of this, we got to be strong in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because he gives us our strength, our confidence, the ability to endure. He gives us all the things that we need to prosper and progress and elevate in life in general, but especially in this truth, man. And you know, with all these things occurring and happening upon the earth, with prophecy being elevated and accomplished, brought forth, whatever term you want to state and use, it's not the time to get weak. It's not the time to deny and to be wishy-washy and what if and to question. It's the time to stand again, as it says, be strong in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You were strong in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai before. Now it's just time to embrace it more and more, man. Okay, because you know what we're seeing, you know, in these days are beautiful, man. You know what is being spoken about in the scriptures and being done right before our eyes is beautiful, man. We are literally closer to our salvation, man. Okay? Literally closer every single second of the day, closer to our salvation. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai putting the spirit on these red silverback cave gorillas to do their part, man. Okay, so you can't be weak or faint, because adversity is about to come upon all of us, man. All of us that seek and speak righteousness, man. We speak about it to the worshipers. We read about it. But are you ready for it to be brought to life? Are you ready for it to happen, man? Because our faith is about to be tested. Matter of fact, let's grab that precept that I just quoted. You should know what it is, Salakia. It's the book of Proverbs. Salakia, bear with me. Proverbs 24, and I'm going to read verse 10. If thy faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. And you know, one definition that word faint goes into is spiritless. You know, that's why we have to always, as stated by, you know, the beloved apostle Paul, that we need to examine ourselves. And that's something that is always beneficial for us to acknowledge something that is holding us back, something that you know, might be placing doubt in our mind, anything, whatever it may be. But it's always important for us to examine ourselves, because the days that are at hand are going to, again, try our faith to see if we really, truly believe what we stand for or what we say we stand for. Because this is not a game, man. This is not a game. What we speak about when it comes to Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, it's going to be done. The Lord's going to put the spirit on this man, which he's never had no mercy. He doesn't have no conscience towards human life in general. But it's coming to a point where he's going to realize that sword is going to be the only option. And he's going to have the spirit of Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4 on down. Especially when it comes to you Jakes, man. Because our people are the main problem of him being able to accomplish his agenda. For him to have complete and forever dominion and rulership over the earth, man. And you already see how he treats you, Jakes, and what he's done to you, Jakes. He doesn't give a damn about you. So imagine when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put the spirit of justice from the Lord on him, man, to judge his people. Because you niggas, wetbacks, tree niggas, I'm going to call it like I see it, you're overdue for judgment, man. And guess what? We, Adawan Ratazah, the true worshipers, the true believers, we don't want no smoke with Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because again, what does it say in the book of Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4 and down? Don't show no pity, don't spare. So that means it's going to be no compassion, no mercy, no consideration, no empathy, none of that. You're getting that right now. Our people are getting that right now with the prophets warning, speaking of the prophecies, breaking them down thoroughly and correctly through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You're getting the warning now. You're getting the compassion, the mercy, the pity, everything that you're going to desire when all hell breaks loose. Everything that you wish you had that you're having right now. Because you Israelites take everything for a fucking joke. And then when it's too late, you want to get right. Then when it's too late, you want to repent. Then when it's too late, you want to acknowledge that you should have hearkened. You should have took heed, man. Okay? I'm going to read this verse because I like how I read in a different translation. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 10, and I'm going to read this in the I'm going to read this in the NLT. Proverbs 24, verse 10 in the NLT. If you fail under pressure, okay, because that pressure's coming, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring that pressure, and he's going to bring it through Esau and through other calamities, through other wonderful wonders. Okay? If thou fail under pressure, your strength is too small. So that means to begin with, you really had no strength. You didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You were on playtime. You were just following to get along because it was trending. It was a new thing around town. You wasn't serious. You didn't count the cost. You didn't know what you was involved in, like the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar always states and says, man. Okay? But that time is coming where all our faith is going to be tested and tried. You know? And we, as I read in Ephesians 6 and 10, we got to be strong in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We were strong in him, you know, until this time. So we got to continue to embrace, okay, to cleave on to the Lord, man. You know, what does it say in the book of Sirach? Let's grab that. Let's grab that real quick. You know, I don't want to rock this out. This is edifying, man, because this is not a joke, man. We're not out here for brownie points. We're not out here to see who's the best speaker, who can get the most views, who can get the most likes. Hey, look, man, that's punk shit, man. That's worldly shit. We're out here to serve the Lord and to give you the message. Did you receive it? Are you going to hearken to it? Are you going to take it serious? Okay? This is Sirach chapter 2, starting off at verse 1. This is self-explanatory. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you went through a lot of trials and tribulations, temptations, you know, up to this point. And again, all those things were beneficial for you to become the righteous, a lively stone that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai intended you to be, man. Because it's a process. You know, you're not going to become that new vessel, okay, that the Lord intended you to be just overnight, over a day, over a week, etc. No, it's a process. It takes time, man. Okay, and again, that goes back to examining yourselves, man. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And again, that doesn't stop. You know, when you set your heart aright, again, it's a process. It's not just going to happen overnight. It's not going to be just accomplished in one try, one go. And you got to constantly endure. Just like you constantly endure going to the plantation, working with these fucking heathens, going through hell. Okay, if you got a rib, you're going through hell with your rib. You know, as Paul said, you shall have trouble in the flesh. You know, this world is against us. Okay? You know, the usury, the chemicals that they say is food, the air that we breathe, the chemtrails, everything. We endure all this, man. But the real trial, the real test is literally coming head on, man. Okay? Because Esau's a psychopath, and that psychopath is going to be released, man. The Lord is going to show you who he truly created when he puts that spirit back on him. Okay? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in the time of trouble. Going back to Proverbs 24, verse 10, man. Okay? Your faith. And you can't be spiritless, which is, again, goes into faint in the time of adversity, man. You know? And you know, sometimes Satan might get on you and your flesh might overcome your spirit, but you got to stay locked in. Meditate upon thy precepts. Fast, pray, do what you got to do, man. Okay? Because these prisons are hell, man. And your worst enemy is yourself. Not only in this truth, but in life. That's your worst enemy is yourself. That is the main thing that'll hold you back, yourself. And that's why Paul said, examine thyself, whether thou be in the truth. Okay? Verse 3, going on what I said, Sirach 2, verse 3. Cleave unto him, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and depart not away. So you can't have small faith, small strength. You can't be spiritless, weak, feeble. Okay, which goes into the definition of faint. Okay? You got to put your big boy pants on, man. Okay, you got to be, you got have some balls, man. We men. Okay? Hey, man, you can't get shooken up and get scared now. You know, you can't get scared now, Jody. You gotta, you gotta, stay locked in, man. You know, don't let Satan or anything put fear in your heart, man. The Lord said he got us, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said he got us. What did he say in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 1? What did he say in Isaiah chapter 41? What did he say in the book of 2nd Esdras, I believe, chapter 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken? What did the Lord say he gonna do for us, man? Okay? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient, suffer patiently, when thou art changed to a low estate, man. Okay? So, hey, look, man, it's a beautiful time to be alive. That's St. Matthew's, I believe, chapter 13, maybe verse somewhere from 7 to on down. We're literally seeing history in the making, man. Okay? And we're literally a part of it. Adawan Ratazal, we are those lively stones on the right-hand side that were formed and fashioned and created to do the bidding, pleasure, and will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So, it's no time to fold, but damn sure right now and above and beyond in the future, near to come, it's not no time to literally, choke up and just fall out. We are literally at the end, man. And embrace the prophecy that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is bringing to pass, man. Embrace our salvation, because it's near at hand, man. More than we believe. Roughly paraphrasing Romans 13 and 11, man. So I don't want to write this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true sincere Aki and Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.